We'll start with our pliés in first and in second. Heels together. Let's do our little setup before we go. Fingertips to the shoulders, looking straight ahead. Big circles with the elbows, and loosen up the shoulders. Start to free up the whole upper body. Yeah, and make sure your neck is also free. You can turn the head from side to side, free it up. And then finally, look straight ahead and place the elbows not only below the shoulders, but slightly in front of the shoulders. Turn the upper arms over en dehors, right? So the base of the scapula, the base of the shoulder blade, goes deeply into the upper back. Now, from the top of the head, direct your energy forward and up to a low releve. Barely lift the heels. Make sure your thighs are pulling your knees all the way up. You're standing squarely on the balls of your feet, and you bounce up and down gently and feel your weight. You take the arms to second and feel them very buoyant. Then you come down, rounding the arms and turning the head to the outside. Good. Our pliés. Arms, 1, 2, demi. And grand plié, stretch. Come up from the head, 1 more. And forward. Keep the arm alongside the head and arch. Grand again, straight down. Feel your center. Pull from the head up. And deep breath. Let it go. And recover. Long spine led by the head. And tendu outside foot. Inside foot. Just demi now, not too deep. Little rebound at the bottom. Grand plié, knees out over the toes. And lift. Look straight ahead towards the bar. Keep the arms there. Mark your center. And away. One more grand plié. Inhale. Exhale. Up and over. Now reverse your tendus. Get all the way onto each supporting leg. Close first. Arms up overhead. Try touching your 2 middle fingers together on center. Shoulders down. Low releve only. Good. Now practice turning the head each way. Keep the chin level. Make a nice finish and stay. Broad shoulders, narrow waist. Yes. Okay. Shake, shake, shake. And we go on the other side. First position. 6, arms 7, 8, breath, and round arm, and grand plié. And breath, release. Round again. Straight down. Straight up from the head. 1 move. Open the chest. Nice tendus. Heel forward. Just demi. Slower down. Quicker up. Down and up. Grand plié, stretch. Look straight ahead. Feel the shape of the arms in fourth. Keep them center and away. 1 more round. Deep breath. Exhale. up slowly to a high releve. Good. When you arrive, send the weight back down to the balls of the feet. Keep the heels forward, part the arms, look up. Over the chest to the ceiling, shoulders down and right over your hips. Good. Make a nice finish and stay. Yes. Yes, when we arch back, we lead from the head, right? We don't start to bend down here. We lead from the head. So actually the chest lifts forward and up before you go. And then the head leads. The pelvis is allowed to come ever so slightly forward. Not a lot, but a little bit as a counterbalance to the weight of the head and the upper body. Right, you should feel just how much to take the pelvis forward. Yes. To make the torso of an arabesque. Yeah, we are priming our backs now for arabesque. Yeah. Okay. Good. Gentle stretches. Okay. Facing the bar. The exercise for our passe retiré, we face the bar in first. Point tendu, 1. Close, 2. High releve, 3 and 4. All the way down to grand plie first. 5, 6, 7, passe 8. Knee in hand, release the hip 10. Flex with the heel forward and toes back, return. And now this stretch to lengthen your supporting side. Recover. And close. So the counts are 1, close, 2. Rise, 3 and 4. Grand plie. 6, you're at the bottom. 7, quick to passe. 8. Let the hand do the work. Relax your hip. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Today, keep the passe there, but let's take the arms to second for our low releve balance on one side. Okay? So right from the grand plie, you come quickly up to passe. Seven, 8, point. From the head. Slow descent. Feel the bottom. Quick passe. Rotate the leg and the hip. And stretch. Good. Now, come up, leaving the passe right there. Arms second. And on the ball of the foot. Good. And once there, little bounces up and down. Feel your weight. Yeah, we have to have a very organized body there at the end in order to balance on the ball of the foot. Right, first we stack the bones the right way, and then we put just the right amount of muscular energy into it. And when we go to lift the supporting heel, we press down for some resistance, press down, and we increase those directions of muscular energy to hold the position. Even a movement so slight as a low releve will put a drag on the whole shape, so you have to increase the volume of the shape from the inside out in order to maintain it. Okay, let's go starting with the other side. First position. Okay, let's stretch at a right angle to the bar. Now, a lot of you have been asking me lately about jumps and concerned about your jumps. What can you do to make your jumps better? Well, if we go back to all of our bar work, starting from the very beginning, it relates to your jumping, whether you realize it or not. Plie. Where does a plie come from? It's not the legs. It's not the feet. It's not the knees. It's not the hips. It's the torso. The plie is about the lowering of the torso and the parting of the knees. Plie. If plie were just about bending the knees, this would be a plie. Right? So you have to be aware that everything you're doing at the bar is going to relate to your jumping. Push from the feet and lift from the head in a coordinated manner. Yeah. Simple releve. How are you coming down? Resist. Oh, now you're building some strength. Otherwise, you haven't done anything. Okay, so those of you that are very concerned about your jumping, pay attention to every movement we do at the bar and how it relates to jumps. Okay? Good, we're going to do tendus now. Starting from first position, we take to the front. In line with front plie, and a 3 and 4, side 5, plie first, side 7, 8 is fifth. Now we line up with fifth position, 2, a 3 and 4, point 5, rebound, rebound, and close. To the back, in line with first, 3 and 4, side 5, plie 6, 7, 8 is fifth, in line with fifth, close plie, point, open plie, and point, rebound, rebound, and close, and once again, all the way forward and back. Okay. Here we go. First position to start. 6, 7, 8, and a point. Yeah. And fifth. And fourth. 1, oh, 1, goes first, back. Body jumping as you do this. Coil your springs and release. Nice landing and jump. Yeah. Make the connection. On the other side. First position. 6, 7, 8. articulation and the softness in the toes, what we've been working on so much lately. Toes, toes, like fingers, soft yet strong, quick yet soft. Yeah, can you feel that? We don't want to overuse the floor. You know, we don't get extra points for doing that with our feet in the floor. Light, 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 and soft. That will also help your jumping. Take from first, ball of the foot, quick toes, relax and float. Again, 6, 7, 8, 4 dégagés and a 3 and 4, and 2 retirés. Try to hit the side of the knee very high. 1, lift the toes, relax and float. Again, articulate with your heel forward. Bounce, 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 and up, and down, and up, and down. And then repeat the whole thing. Let's continue at the end to take our open passe with flexion, little help from the hand, onto low releve to start and to stay with the fingertips to the shoulders, on your own time, equal time at the end, on each side. 6, 7, 8. Special exercise facing the bar that hopefully helped us to land from one jump and brush into the next. And we did it from first that way. Just refresh your memory with that feeling of going only a little bit down into first and a little bit more at the beginning of the brush. Just remind your body and your foot what that feels like. Because today we're going to do it to the back. Yes, to the back. Okay? I'm going to turn sideways so you can see the exercise. We start in fifth front. And we go right away with a bent knee. Close back in fifth. Now your brush goes this way. And you stay to back. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You lift the open passe plie in attitude, and you lift up to a straight arabesque and close back. Change fifth, brush like an ensemble. Keep it to the back. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Open passé. Rond de jambe to plie attitude. Stretch up to arabesque and close. Fifth, brush back. Fifth, brush back. Just try that before we do it with the music. It's tricky. It's trickier than to the side because the angle of the foot starts to change as you brush. Here you are, fifth. Yeah, foot flat to the floor. Yeah. Now as you start your plie and you brush, the angle of the foot starts to change. Make sense? Okay, let's try it with music. Right foot front. 6, 7, 8, fifth, brush, fifth. Yeah, little bunny hop forward. So hopefully later on, when we have that in real time, changement, assemblée, or glissade, assemblée to the back, we won't get so stuck with the brush on the floor. That's the aim. Okay. Good. We're going to take a dégagé combination now that simulates petit jeté. We've talked about petit jeté having to be in the air like a full assemblée before you land in coup de pied. Together quickly and very high, and a melting coup de pied on the way down. So this exercise of dégagé hopefully simulates that, and you can get it into your body. So we have fifth position. A 1 and a 2 and 3. 4, replace 5, open 6, very quick piqué, which brings you back up to releve, close. 1 and a 2 and 3. 4, replace 5, open 6, releve, close. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4, replace, open, piqué, close. 1 and a 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7. You speed up the end so you can turn and go immediately to the other side. 1, 2, and melt. 1, 2, and. How quickly can you do that? And then melt softly. Then sharp, open. Now your releve is not going to come from your supporting foot. It's going to come from the working foot and the head. Okay? All the way around, en croix. Good finish. fully. Can you collect yourself up there in fifth? And then a slow melting landing. Remember, we talked in jumps about the two different ways to use your plie. One with ballon and the other with fondue. So here comes the fondue. Yeah, direct relationship to petit allegro. Good. Yeah, never concentrate just on your legs and feet. Is your body, is your head helping you? Is it activated? Are you aware of it? Is the energy running through all of you? Do you feel a strong supportive back when you do an exercise like this? Yeah, you can't jump without a back. Build a back. Very important. Good, get some water and your towel. Good, for rond de jambe today, let's use lots of port de bras. So we start fifth position, preparation, front and all the way back. Half rond de jambe, arm goes with the leg. 3, 2, 3, 4. Full rond de jambes against the leg. 7, plie fifth on 8, 2, 3, passe side, to the side, open, hold it, and close. Again, passe side. Now to the front, hold it, and point. Épaulé, now arm and leg together to croisé. Again, 3 and 4, full rond de jambe. Stay here and open out to second. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Passe side, to the side. Hold it, close back, passe side. To the back. Finish. In fifth. Grand plie fifth. 2. Open 3. The arm. And forward. 6. Still on the flat. 7 and 8. Now we take the arm to first. Get a hold of the base of the shoulder blade. Arch. Et voila. And now we do sur le cul du pied back with the outside foot. Hook the heel right underneath your supporting calf, and when you balance, balance with turning arms, halfway between bras bas and first. Okay, rond de jambe with porte bras. Here we go. Fifth position. Big sweep over. Nice plie fifth. on the other side. Front all the way back and look under, big sweep, over, under, and reverse. Gently stretch out the legs once more. Yeah. Okay. Good. If you found the arms a little bit confusing, we can clarify that in our discussion after class today. If you can stay, we'll break it down for you, have it make a little more sense. Yeah, because you're really moving from point to point to point. There are checkpoints. You're not just in limbo flailing the arms, so we'll go over that. Okay, onward. Going to take from fifth position turns, facing the bar. We point tendu on 1. Rond de jambe with the arms in second, 2. Fourth position, plie 3, and sur le coup de pied, devant. Then you point again and you slice right to fourth, and you do coup de pied, rack, around. You point again, slice to fourth, now passe front, if you have clearance with your knee. One more preparation. This turn finishes à la seconde. Okay? So your first preparation is 3 counts. Your other preparations are just 2 counts, slicing right to fourth. Turn and coup de pied front. Second turn, wrap around. Third turn, passe front. And fourth turn, from passe front right to the ending, développé. And then on the other side. Okay, here we go. Ready, and point. Rond de jambe. Front. Point. Wrap. Passe front. Up and out. Other side. Front. Wrap. Passe front. Front and open as you face front. And finish. Right, so in addition to being aware of all turning principles, what are your arms doing? What is your head doing? Yeah, what is the sensation of plié onto releve? In addition to that, in this exercise, great awareness of what you're doing with your working foot, the one that comes from back to here. This foot to here. This foot to here. This foot to there. Yeah. Let most of it come second nature and really put your awareness on your working foot. Can you really make the distinction among those four positions? How quickly and how accurately do you get to them from fourth position plie? That's what you have to discover. So I'm going to give you a moment to work on it. And I will come look. Right. Nice head spot. Okay. Which one is the most difficult one? To the coup de pied wraparound? Would you agree? Yeah, okay, let's go over that. When you practice pushing off for a turn, any turn, do it with the first quarter turn. Don't practice turning like this when you do it without a turn. Don't go from here to here. It doesn't do any good because it's not realistic. We don't turn from here to here. We turn from here to here. So if you want to practice the first quarter of a turn, let's look at what the foot does to coup de pied wraparound. It doesn't come from the back to the front. It doesn't come from here to here. By the time you do your first quarter turn, watch what the foot does. It's very interesting. It comes in from the side. Now you can make it fit. Yeah. That's the secret. Also remember that for most people, coup de pied wraparound is not a fully stretched ankle. Your foot will not fit heel forward, toes back if you fully stretch your foot. So you push off the foot, but you bring it with a slightly underpointed ankle, but a very heel forward, toes back position. Good, so the understanding that the foot really gets there from the side, not from the back. That's key. Does that help? Good, yes. The other thing you want to practice when you do quarter turns is do a real-time head spot. What would that look like? You're looking front, you're still looking front. Over the shoulder. Yeah, get that into the body. That's the realistic way to practice the push-off for any turn. Good. Okay, see, getting better. Excellent. Okay, everybody leave your bar, go into your spaces. You have some room for the arms forward and back. And breathe. Good, and now let the arms wrap. Change the weight from leg to leg. Big reps. Good, and now clasp the fingers behind the back and pull the shoulder blades together and release. Look down, stretch the back of the neck, look forward, and one more time looking up, follow the top of the head in an arc, and reverse all the way, let the body hang. Stretch a little more, and roll up through the spine. Zoom fatigue. Okay, here we go. our frappe. Okay. Nice brisk tempo. 4 times to the front, the arm is up. 4 times to the side, the arm is side. 4 times to the back. 4 times to the side. Then we are going to bring the arm down and turn the head over the outside shoulder and proceed to do just to the side 16 double frappe. Okay? For an ending balance, okay, 4 each way with the arm, 16 double to the side, finish, attitude double. So we'll keep working on balancing right there. Okay? Here we go. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the side. Back. And the side. Now, arm down, double. Turn the head. Feel the shoulder against the head. Good. Deep breath. Other side. 6 and 7, 8. Head against shoulder. Jungle. Yes. We do our frappes. Yeah, so frappes, talk about jumping. Can you feel the correlation between frappes and jumps? How quickly do you get into the air and stay there? Now, how do you come down? Plie. Into the air, jump, stretch in the air, spend time in the air. Now, when I come down, I let gravity bring me down, and I let my leg and my foot relax back into the plie position. So understand that you shouldn't do a hard flex when you come in. And your timing is more out and less in. Hold your time out. Come in very briefly. A lot of people do frappe in 2 even movements with a hard flex, and I don't understand it. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's not jumping. Jump and let. Jump and let. Not to mention that when you start to do doubles and triples and quadruple frappes, you're not going to be able to beat well. You're not going to be able to cross that foot well if you have a tense leg from a tensely flexed foot. Okay, you can't beat like this. Relax. Relax. Relax and throw. Now, boxer. Bah. Not doesn't work. Okay, so jumps. Okay. Good. Once more, stretch out. All right, grand battement. Face directly forward. Move a little bit back in your space. We're going to do 2 grand battements to the front. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. On the third one, you releve. 5. You tombe to plie arabesque. 6. And you pique return. 7. Close 8. You proceed with 2 more. Grand battement straight. Then you chasse tenlie, pivot, and close. 2 grand battements, closing 5th. Up on releve, tombe to plie arabesque, pique return. 2 more. Chasse, tenlie, turn, and close, and we stop. Okay, just that much. Up and over, pique return. Trajectory. Up, and over, and return. Yeah, practice that once before we leave it. Breath at the top of your fall, and then a nice fondue into the arabesque. Don't crash land. Stretch it out. Now, when you pique return, push from that plie foot and battement to the front. Don't bring it up too slowly. It's going to feel like a ton of lead. Battement and hold it. Yeah, don't kick it. Hold it. Whee! All right. Good. We're going to do the same now facing the bar. I highly suggest you get way back, full arm's distance away from the bar so you don't bang the bar with your foot. Same from 5th. 2, releve, fall, pique, return, close. 2 more. And now it's a chasse, point, and close. 2, rise, fall, pique, return, close. 2, chasse, point. Take a big chasse through 2nd. Right foot front, move to your left. Seven, 8. Same thing back now. Excuse me. 2 grand battements facing the bar. Rise on the 3rd one. When you fall, take the arms to 1st. Pique, return, and close. 2 more grand battements straight. Hit the front of the knee. 5th. and step back a tad. 2, rise, fall, return, close. 2, retiré, passé, front and finish. Okay, arms are here as you go back. Yeah, can you fall back and hold it there with the leg at 90? Don't be over the top fall. Hold it. Use your back. Use your back. Okay, time for stretches. Leg up on the bar, a la second, our usual sequence, over and away twice, fourth position, demi-plie, releve twice, bend forward, bend back, and balance, yeah? Good time to get that leg rotated and collected. Riders up. Stay, take a moment to balance. Round arms, shoulders down. Now either grand rond de jambe or stretch with the heel in hand. Half turn so it's your inside leg. And penché. Take a deep breath, set up the other leg. Nice and fluid. You know, the music's not too slow. It moves along, breathe, and move with the music. Don't just stretch. Yeah? Music. we'll take a break of a minute or two. Definitely get water, do what you have to do. We'll come back to the bar. Okay, let's return to the bar for our calf raises, or our dry relevés, whatever you want to call them. Everything in parallel. This foot pointed, coup de pied level. Up, and slowly down without any plie. Up, and slowly down on one leg. Okay, keep going to one side. When you get tired, just switch to the other side. Yeah? Don't push it. Dry releve. Relevés may be dry, but I'm soaking wet. I don't know about you. Okay. Good. All righty. Staying at the bar today, working on jumps. Okay. So, our warm-up jumps. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to do 2 jumps in first, a jump to open in a small second, and return to first. 1 and a 2 and a 3 plie and a first small second and return. 1 and a 2 and a 3 first, up, down, small second, not wide. And then repeat. Again. Now use the bar. Use your arms. Look straight ahead. Yeah, get some help from the bar and slow. Push, push, push. Okay. Yeah, I purposely had the music a little bit slower for your first jumps today, so that you could jump at the bar and use your arms this way, so that you feel what it's like to have time in the air. Some of you feel like you're not able to get up into the air and really stretch. Now is your chance if you use the bar correctly. Okay, so without the music, just try, a few jumps in first and see how you use the bar to really get up there quickly and hold it, just like we did with our frappe. Full stretch. Time in the air. Time in the air. And then, once you've had your time in the air, let it resolve. Let gravity bring you back down to your best, softest plie. Yeah, we talked about crash landing yesterday because a lot of people push into the air, and once they're airborne, they try to do something extra, a little extra stretch, a little extra push. It brings you down like, again, a ton of lead. Bouncing ball. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Come into your spaces if you have to move your bar. I'm going to jump a little in the center. Okay, the right foot is front in fifth. You chassé pas de bras 1, and you finish coup de pied back 2. You pas de bras en tournant, and chassé to the corner 3, and jump to fifth 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and 4. Chassé, pas de bras, chassé, ensemble. Got it? Okay. Chassé, pas de bras here. Pas de bras around. Chassé fourth. Feet together fifth. The chassés are on the downbeat. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and 4. Okay, so at the bar today we practiced landing and rushing back, yes? So we go. Chassé, pas de bras, chassé, assemblé forward. Glissade back, assemblé back, échappé, changé. Then you're ready for the other side. Chassé, pas de bras, plié, pas de bras, chassé, assemblé forward, glissade back, assemblé back, face front, jump second, change fifth. Okay, let's see, practice it on your own, see how much you can pick up and retain, and then I'll go over it again. Yeah, it's meaty, it has a lot in it. Okay, from what I can see, everyone's starting to pick it up. That's good. Okay, so the first chassé pas de bourrée finishes in coup de pied back. That's on the 2. Chassé 1, pas de bourrée, 2 is coup de pied back. Put the back foot down and pas de bourrée around, chassé forward to the corner, and jump to 5th. Now, backward motion, glissade back, assemblée back, face front, échappé changé. And there you have it. Chassé, pas de bourrée, chassé, assemblée, glissade back, assemblée back, échappé, and change. And it alternates sides. Good, okay. 1 and a 2. Keep practicing while I get the right music. Good, mark it to this. Good music, huh? Yeah. Yeah, those chassé pas de bourrée, sideways and around, have to be very light. The music is light and quick. Don't drag it out. You won't make it. Aim for the downbeat. Aim for the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, and see how it goes very smoothly, one after the other. Don't stop. You won't make it. Right, because you don't want the music so slow that then the glissade assemblée changement is like, yeah? A regular tempo of jump. Big, quick, quick, and regular tempo of jump. Big, yeah? Ha! Should be lots of fun once you get it. Okay, once again. Practice fun. Like anything. 6, 7, 8. Down, 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 down. Back, back. Second, change. Down and down, down. Good. Deep breath once again, and 1. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Good job. Whee! All right. That was a fun one.
That was fun.
Yes.
Hard.
So much fun.
Not enough space in my kitchen.
I know, right? I try to choreograph these
Challenge.
in the
It's hard.
little space back and forth, forward and back, side to side.
Right.
But it's hard. Yeah.
It was a fun class.
Good. Good. Great.
Like the grand battement.
Yes, with the tombe. Tombe, piqué in every direction. Yes. Laban, very Laban-esque. All righty, good. So, yeah, those of you that have to go,
Yeah.
you know where you might be going. Yeah, going to a Broadway show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we would.
Mm.
Actually, I was supposed to be at Encores this afternoon.
Aw. Well, you know,
Okay.
yeah, yesterday it snowed here. We had like these little flakes. Andra thought it was blossoms from the trees falling. Well, they started melting, but it was snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Good. If you have to go, I'll wave goodbye now and remind you that tomorrow is Monday and it is 1 o'clock. Also, everyone will be receiving the character class schedule if you're on the email list. If you're not on the email list, please make sure as you sign out in chat, put your email address so that we have you. So bye-bye to everyone until tomorrow.
Bye.
Next time. And those of you that want to stay for the discussion, please do. It is always such a pleasure and so enlightening and so much fun and so good to have everyone together conversing and sharing. So for the discussion, I just ask that you put yourselves on mute. And when it's time for you to ask a question or you want to say something, raise your real hand. And for now, also raise your virtual hand. Hit the raised hand button because I have more than I can see on one screen. Although I can toggle between screens. So raise your real hand. I think that would be better. Otherwise, people go nuts with it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we're all on mute. And the first question or statement comes from, talk to the hand, Georgia. No, she was just fixing something on her screen. Okay. Good. Don't all raise your hand at once now. Tracy.
Ernie, I have to go, but I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to my ballet mother.
Oh,
That's
you're so sweet. Thank you.
You are my ballet mother. I just realized that today. I was like, so I just, it's so wonderful to see you and to be able to spend time with you even at a distance. So
same here, Tracy. You take care. Yeah, I know you can only come on weekends because you work, right? You have your clients.
Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky I've got a job, but but the weekends are, they're great. And I'm like doing a lot of Vaganova technique. Don't even ask to.
Like in and up.
So, but I miss you terribly, and it's wonderful to be able to see you even in this way.
Too, Trace.
Yeah, without you, like none of this really. I'm whatever. I'm terrible, but I love it so much, and you created a great foundation for me. So.
Well, that's the point. We love it.
That is.
Okay, Trace. Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Goodbye. Jerry.
I know I probably should know this, but on the last combination, where are the arms on the glissade back and the assemblée back?
Yes, they're very simple.
In front of you?
You've done your chassé forward and you have an opposition arabesque arm here.
Uh-huh.
Just bring them to first for the glissade and return them there for the assemblée. There. Right? Chassé, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. That should make it easier.
Yeah, they were just kind of dangling.
They were dangling. Oh, you have the dangly
On
arms.
the assemblée, I didn't know what to do, and they were just kind of like hanging out there.
Yeah.
So the glissade, they're in first, and the assemblée, they open up to the same position they were.
Arabesque, opposition arabesque, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's a real problem when you don't know what to do with the arms because then you can't feel your back. And like we were saying, jumping's all about the back, or largely about your back. Right. Good question. More questions. There are no stupid questions, just smart answers. Belinda. Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. Well, especially good because I just took class with you. Tiny thing. Don't know. There's something about dancing in your kitchen that makes you so much more aware of relativities than you were before.
Okay, here we go. You're
so
back.
All of a sudden, from the tendu combination, closing in first and then closing to fifth, should the goal be when we close in first in plie or to straight to share our weight between the two?
Ask that question again. Should we what?
Should we stay over our standing leg, or should we bring our weight back in between our two?
Gee, I don't even know how to answer that question because I must do it so naturally. I always just feel pulled up. I don't know how else to explain it.
I know, I did it naturally until now also.
You're thinking too much. You shouldn't have too much shift side to side. Don't think too much. Do it as though you're dancing. What would happen if it were dancing?
Good
You
point.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a reminder to everyone to get very caught up in the bar exercises as exercises and forgets that you're dancing. You forget that you're dancing. Okay. And if you're a natural dancer, an experienced dancer, you know where to put your weight to make the movement function. Right? I hope. Right?
Yeah.
Was that a good answer?
Totally.
Because if I had given you some convoluted, it would have made it, yeah, we're good.
That's why I come to the Masters.
Okay, cool. Who else? Everyone's on screen now, just raise your hand. Okay, Georgia, now she's got a question.
Yes, now I really have a question.
Okay.
So I think this is related to what I asked you about yesterday, because you gave the tombe out of the dégagé, right? So we did the dégagé and then tombe and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm having a hard time with that leg to the back, can you talk a little, and I feel like, to me, it seems like the tombe, I should be leading through my spine, and there should be a really nice arc through my back as I go forward and back. And is it fair to just do like a super low leg when you're still kind of struggling?
That's fine, because the emphasis is not on the height of the leg, it's the trajectory of your tombe.
Okay.
The fact that you go up and you suspend off your leg for a moment and then catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that I feel very much led via here.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Ninja.
Related to that, I just wanted to say thank you for everything, but in
Happy
particular
Mother's Day,
for that
everyone.
exercise. Yes, everyone, and to our mothers of ballet,
That's right.
Ernesta and Andra. You're the I don't know what you are, the beyond mothers of ballet, but yes, yes.
Holy Mother.
Yes, I think mothers, and maybe can I elevate you to grandmother status, since we have like generations coming up?
Great grandmother.
Yes, mothers and grandmothers. But I just wanted to say thank you for that exercise, because as someone who has had a lifelong struggle with stepping up to PKs, especially PK arabesque, something about releve and then step, it made it so natural, and it took it out of this head thing of and it just, that was really wonderful.
Yeah, you had to use
Writing that one down and
Okay.
keeping it in my body.
Good.
That's a good one. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Glad it helped. Yes. What else? You'll look so cute. It's the Brady Bunch. Belinda.
Yes. So because my floors are so hard, I've found that wearing point shoes like every other day, it just kind of saves my feet in certain ways. Just because then my feet need to work a little bit differently and they aren't impacted in the same way. Plus it's a challenge. But as I'm doing things that aren't necessarily designed for point,
Right.
with the point shoes, I wanted to ask, like, I think that the dry releves, for example, are probably not so well suited because it involves
Don't roll up to point on one leg. If you want to use that music while we're doing that, to do dry releve and first on 2 feet.
okay.
Let's say plie, straighten, rise up, come down. Plie, straighten, rise up without a plie, come down. Releve
Fabulous.
4 movements would be helpful. But don't try doing a releve on a straight leg on one leg. That is so bad for your Achilles tendon. It was never meant to be done that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thanks.
Very. Yes.
I have a horrible question, but it's been on my mind. I'm afraid that the dry releves are going to make my calves like even bigger because they feel a little bunchy by the time I get to number 16. Is that a ridiculous fear? I feel like they're going to make them bigger.
No, they shouldn't.
They'll get bigger. They may feel bigger, but they won't be bigger.
Okay.
Your calves will turn to cows and then they'll turn to bulls.
All right. I'm not pumping them up. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Those dry relevés should be helping people feel stronger, hopefully. Good, good. And like I always say, don't push it. We don't have to, be in the Guinness Book. Evelyn.
Can I ask something? I always struggle a little bit when we do the tendus and then we go to first in plie and then to fifth. And how do you get from the fifth when you do the tendu back into the first? Where is the
It's if you're
line
coming
back?
from fifth, stay in line with fifth, and then
Okay.
turn it to first. Because
Because I always feel like, where is it like?
no, it's really a very minimal weight shift. It's just the leg being lined up with either first or fifth. As long as you're pulled up on your supporting hip, you shouldn't have the feeling of this.
Okay.
Okay, because the torso carries you. The legs don't move you. The torso supports the
Okay.
legs. Yeah, but when you go from first to fifth, you can cross. But then when you go from fifth back to first, it's better to go in line with fifth and then come back to first. Because if you feel your fifth position and you open to a tendu in line with first, it feels very unworkable.
Yeah, it feels weird. I was always like, oh, where do I have to go? Where is it? Okay.
It makes it diagonal instead of, yeah. Good question. Debbie?
Since I love that killer releve exercise because of the strength and the time it allows me to find everything. Is there a version that is not turned in that would help me with the stability when turned out?
Try it in coup de pied back.
Coup de pied back, okay.
Don't turn out too much, but try it in coup de pied back.
Because I'm trying to get the stability in those hips.
Well, couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Coup de pied front, coup de pied back. Yeah,
Thanks.
sure. Jerry?
Now I'm thinking about what the other person said. When you come from fifth back to first, I've been sort of going on an angle so I end up in first, but I think you're saying you should go back to fifth and scoot over.
No, direct shot.
Okay, direct shot.
You did right. You did right.
Okay, all right, thank
You were
you.
good.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
More. Susie A.
What about this opposite way of doing the port de bras with rond de jambe? I was totally confused.
Yes,
was like,
I know, most people are. I will go over it in a second as soon as Susan
Okay.
finishes with her question.
Just
Yeah, well,
following up, how's my voice today? Is it better?
much better.
Okay, we switched computers. We're talking about the exercise, from first and then from fifth. When I do tendu from fifth and then the plie fourth, it's a real challenge because it's so crossed. That's just how it is, isn't it?
That's how it is.
That's just how it is, okay.
Like I always say, that's why they call first and fifth.
Because it's from first, it's not so bad, but from fifth, it's really challenging. I have to kind of, it's
Right, the more the leg crosses, the harder it
is to keep the
hang on
hips
rotation.
square.
Yeah, there's more restricted feeling, but you don't have to go down too deep. I know if you've got me on the screen and I'm going down almost to grand plie, I just have a very deep plie. Don't try to.
Yeah, and I don't. But I will just add one comment. Since I started just thinking of the plie being just more lowering and raising my torso, my ankles feel much better.
There you go. Yes, plie comes from
The torso.
Yes. And we've had so many questions about jumping this past week. And I really want to emphasize that not only are we working very hard on the footwork at the bar and the legs response, but to remind you it is really a lot about the torso, and that a plie comes from the body, comes from the lowering and lifting of the body. So your legs and feet are only responding to what your body's doing.
Yeah, that and the epaulement.
Yeah.
I had so much fun jumping today, thank you.
Oh, good. You look very nice. I watched you.
Good. So Evelyn asked about those crazy rond de jambes every which way. So I will give you some hints about that. Yeah, we did the arms every which way.
Oh, oy vey.
Window? The window. Okay. So. I will give my back to you so that you can feel like you're following me in a real classroom. Okay, you've gone en dehors, where we say the half rond de jambe, the arm goes with the leg, en dehors, and a little bit extra to épaulé. Half rond de jambe together. Now here is the crucial moment. Neutral. One moment. Another moment. Here and here. So that's for the full rond de jambe connected. So you're going en dehors with the leg and en dedans with the arm. So once again, you're here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Absolute neutral. Back allongé into the bar and connect it up. Okay, so that's from when the leg is going en dehors. So you see the crucial moment is from the half rond de jambe into the full rond de jambe. You pass through neutral, and you go to here, and then here. Okay? So that's en dehors. Now let's look at en dedans. You're here. The arm and leg are going to go together, so the arm goes to the leg first, and they come around together. Half rond de jambe together. Now here, the crucial moment is to leave the arm up and hit this moment, and then take the arm straight out to second. This moment and this moment linked together in full rond de jambe. So the leg is going en dedans, and the arm is moving en dehors. So once again, en dedans. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Pass the leg, but leave the arm and open the arm out to second, and you're on your way. And that's the story. Does that help? Yeah. Yeah, knowing those key points and then linking them together. And the connection. Was that helpful, Evelyn?
Yeah, I just realized that with the en dedans, I did it once correctly, and then my arm wanted to do the opposite again. It would switch back to the
I
normal.
know, it's a real coordination exercise. You practice it slowly.
Yeah.
Our music was pretty zippy today for that. Yeah. Okay, good. Next question. These are very good things that we're covering right now. Very happy about that. Terry Conlon.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for class, and hi everyone. Very simple question. You did a change at the bar, and I just want to know, it's chasse, and you changed direction. What is the name of that?
Chasse Tanlier.
That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. Okay.
Chasse Tanlier. Détourné. Turn towards your back. Détourné. Chasse Tanlier, détourné.
Yeah, we haven't done those in a while, or at least I feel like I haven't, and so it felt nice, and then I couldn't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was the question.
Yeah, we have to conserve bar space, so I have you moving every time you move this way. I have you move back that way so that you don't run out of your bar space.
So it's chasse, tanlier, and what's the third thing?
Détourné, detour, détourné. Turn towards your back foot is known as détourné or detour.
Oh.
Turn the back way.
Détourné, okay.
Detour.
Chasse, tanlier, détourné. Okay.
A+ for French.
Thank you.
I know I was teaching écarté to little 8-year-olds, and what did one of them call it? A la carte. And I had a girlfriend once,
We were at a bar. And they were playing music, and we were dancing, and she was a trumpet player. So I was teaching, she wanted to learn how to do entrechakat. So I'm teaching her entrechakat, and what did she call it? She called it croissant. We were doing croissants in a gay bar in Memphis. Go figure. Anyway.
I had a teacher that describes trying to teach écarté to a group of young kids, and she throws an egg carton at them, and she assumed. I was wondering also the last combo, glissade assemblée to the back. I'm finding it a little challenging on carpet, and
yes, be careful of the what I call the eighth quality of movement, which is the stubbe.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it's challenging because of the need to maintain the torso in an appropriate position and not lean forward or back. And I was just, so you almost, there's a sense of almost grand pelvis initiation, maybe. I don't know if that's the right way.
At what moment?
Oh, just at the glissade.
The glissade?
At the glissade, right.
Okay.
In order that you not, maintain some kind of, integrity to that.
Yeah, you're trying to keep too straight. There's one thing to keep in mind, like I was telling Belinda, and we didn't want to break it down to the point where it was overanalyzed and becoming stiff in any way. You have to know where your body belongs for each moment of position of your leg and foot. So to the back, you have to know. And you find out in slow motion. Upright. Plie. Brush. Transfer the weight. Brush. Arch. Feet together. Does that help?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's.
When moving backward, you always go through a shape of arabesque, as Ernesta just did. So that inclines the body with an arched spine on the diagonal. To practice that, not balletically, just practice taking very large, giant steps.
Backwards.
Moving backwards. You notice that the only way you can have a large stride is if you counter with your body going forward. If you try to stand straight up and down and step backward, you're going to look like Monty Python.
It's all plie arabesque, but at what level? It's all plie arabesque, but the level, not very high. 45 degrees, maybe?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Steps backward.
Yeah, I always say, we're always much more forward dancing than we are ever back. And I always tell dancers to always be ready to move in any direction by being forward and up on the balls of their feet. And that goes from moving forward, moving sideways, and moving back. You don't lean back to move back. Look at skaters on the ice when they skate backwards. Man, are they forward. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, Terry.
I just wanted to add to that because I struggled with that exact spot too, and you do have to be, because we were going forward first, we were chassing forward, and then it was difficult for me, or it was just challenging for me to go back. I liked it. I actually liked it, but it took me.
Well, it's a matter of weight change on your feet. You assemble forward and you land vertical, right? You arch forward and up on the chassé, but once you land that assemblée on the count of 4, you're vertical. Then you have to do what we did at the bar. You have to land with part of your plie and use the rest of the plie to brush back, at which time you arch, and then you glissade. Don't glissade too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice combination. I
love the turning around, and it's really flows. Who did that well? I couldn't really see everyone.
I'm sure.
I mean, not well, but who enjoyed it and did it?
I'm sure everybody.
Who got lost and stopped? No.
It's a figure it out. Homework.
Yes, yes, always a little challenge. Yeah, well, I realize I've been, without even knowing it subconsciously, I've been building the classes up from Monday through Sunday. Yeah, with Tuesday off, Monday through Sunday. Yeah, Sunday seems to be the fun day that way. Sunday fun day. Good, what else? No? No
How's
more?
everybody doing?
No more. I'm trying to think what else we did. Ninja.
I hope it's okay. It's not what we did in class. It's just
Okay,
we
good.
watched the San Francisco Ballet Romeo and Juliet last night, and we would love to hear what you and Andra would think of it and what other people would. But we particularly enjoyed the Juliet. She was very free and very. I loved her dancing.
Do you remember?
Nothing was exaggerated. It was.
We'll check her out.
Matilda. Lena has a. I think Lena knows who she is. Do you know?
Matilda, I don't know how's your last name. She's French.
Matilda, somebody, she's French. I think she danced in the Paris Opera Ballet, maybe even as a corps member. And then when she went to San Francisco Ballet, she got promoted.
Oh, how lovely.
She was a wonderful example of using technique for expression, and nothing was.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very real.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So if you can check it out online, I think it's on.
Okay,
It's on their Facebook page.
Matilda Rusey.
Frucy or Frucy?
Frucy? Frucy. Frucy. F-R-O-U-S-E-Y. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Frucy. Okay, we'll check her out.
Yeah. Lovely.
Very good. Okay. Who got to see the broadcast of the Royal Ballet's Romeo and Juliet back about a year ago, I think it was? They had it in movie theaters throughout the States. Macmillan's Romeo and Juliet was beautifully done. Yeah.
Exciting ballet.
Yes, Georgia.
No, I was just going to say, I have seen the whole ballet in London, but it was a long time ago. But I just happened to catch a TV show where they were doing different artistic interpretations of Shakespeare scenes. And they had someone doing the duet from Romeo and Juliet, like the big duet. And I have to say, I really, really, really enjoyed it because I really felt like it was, they obviously wonderful ballet dancers, but I really felt like it got beyond ballet, if you know what I mean, kind of. Like I felt like it was very, really evocative, completely apart from the beautiful ballet technique, So
Right.
enjoyed the choreography, I guess I was going to.
Yeah, he really captured, it was very good, amazing choreography. Every time I see it, I see something new in it, and I've seen it a million times. Yeah. Yeah, now is a great time to explore YouTube or anything online as far as watching, watching ballets, watching dances, watching, performances, getting to know some of the dancers out there, both, past and present, and all the different genres. And
Ernie, who is this? Do you know about the woman who passed this week, Jean Erdman? She was.
Yes. She's an old timer. She was something. She was one of the early modern dance women. Yeah. I think she was married to
Joseph Campbell.
Joseph Campbell.
Yes, I read that in the Times, yes.
Interesting people. Yeah, she was.
What kind of work did she do that good?
Look it up. It's hard to describe. Okay. It's on YouTube.
Yes. Oh, all right.
And get a feeling of her approach and her essence and her expression. Yeah, it's very beautiful and very much of a time. Yes. Good. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
Yeah, did we lose someone else this week? Well, we lost a lot of people. Oh, my dear Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy is gone.
Oh yes, Roy Horn.
To the virus. Yeah, he He was in delicate health because he had been attacked by his tiger in 2003. And yeah, he caught the virus and left us. Yeah, I really feel a loss. I felt kind of close to him, so. Yeah. Also, who else? Little Richard.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Good golly, Miss Molly, wasn't it? Good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah. One of a kind.
87.
No, I think he was older than 87. He couldn't have been just 87. That would have made him like 2
He's
when
lying
he
about
was.
his age.
Oh, golly. Yeah, who did the Grand Plie in first up to passe, second exercise at the bar? Who was able to go all the way down, all the way up?
Oh, good.
Good. Good. So you see, you can come up very fast and still put your heels down on the way up. Good. And what about the turning we did at the bar, the placement of the foot in all those different positions? Were you able to get there quickly and accurately with a nice head spot? And Belinda.
After the hint that you gave to come in from Alazagan, that was very helpful.
Come in from the side, yeah.
Although on carpet, it's.
I know, the carpets are shit, yeah, I know. Belinda.
Yeah, I actually, I find that the wrapped foot, it's so informative that like, because the surface area, like that's an easy one for me to get to. But actually the harder one is the one just to, yeah, because it's not like a big major thing, but it also doesn't have because it's so like, just so.
Well,
so
it's
find
major
that.
smallness. It's major in its smallness and its quickness.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure your foot is not hanging down on your instep. Pick it up. Don't take it too low. A lot of people have been taking their coup de pieds way low. Coup de pied front, they've had their pinky toe practically on their instep, and it should be up. Up on the level of the top of a little anklet sock. Yes, that's it.
I wish I had room to turn, but my kitchen counter and the drawer handles, you just take off my kneecap.
I have a friend who just broke her refrigerator with these glasses. Oh.
I was going to say, I have to say that that's one thing I think is really difficult to translate from a real class, because if you don't have a bar, like those turns, you spend so much time worrying about what you're going to bump into that it's really hard to work on it.
I know.
So I usually end up coming away from my support and just working on the middle.
Yeah,
so
do what you have to do. Yeah, I know. And room is such a problem. Like I've been telling people that you can, order a bar and have it mailed to you, one of those light ones like I have. But if you don't have the room to even put it out, even though they break down and you can store them, if you don't have the room anywhere in your house to just put it, room is a problem. Yes, space, space, space. Nina.
It is an expense, but Harlequin Floors, you've probably seen, has floors for $75. That the bigger ones are actually cheaper. The actual smaller one is actually $100. But you could get the bigger one for cheaper and kind of fold it into the wall, or yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Harlequin, Roscoe, we have a Roscoe floor. Yeah.
We ordered, and it's working really well, and it's even, I mean, it doesn't change the fact that the floor is not sprung, but it does make it, like Lena's been doing some point where, it does make a difference. And I believe you could put it on top of a carpet. If somebody has a carpet, you might want to research that, but I believe you can put it on top of a carpet. Yeah.
Yeah, our equipment is just so important, which brings me to the subject of shoes.
Um, yeah, Dabney, did your shoes come yet from Merlet?
I think it's on the slow boat from Europe or something.
Okay, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But
It's-
people have been asking me now. I think Rachel, who's in Sweden, has ordered a pair as well. They're full sole leather, which is very rare these days. I know Jerry has them. There they are, full sole leather. Full sole leather.
Like we always had when we were little kids.
Well, you know why? Because that's the way it's supposed to be. If you really want a good technique with your feet, get a pair of full sole leather and study with us. You'll get good.
I'm expecting miraculous improvements when I have shoes.
You will. No, I've been dropping in on some of these online classes, and I'm appalled at what people are wearing and how they're demonstrating. And their little stocking feet overcrossing and not putting their heels down and not rotating. It's just outrageous. So make sure you've got your equipment and you're doing something useful and legitimate instead of just screwing around. Yeah. I'm sorry. Whoops. Okay. Everyone getting up from their tendu plie properly. Belinda, are you leading from your head these days a little quicker? You're not clenching in your thighs, coming up too slowly?
Good point. I'll work on that tomorrow.
Okay, okay. Let's see those thighs lengthen out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I think tomorrow is Monday. I think I'll be live with you again. I'm looking to do another time when I can just rebroadcast the class so that I can sit up next to my desktop and really look at those of you who want corrections. Because that was very appreciated last week. I thought, oh God, people are going to... It's true, only 16 out of 60 people kept their cameras on, but those that did were very appreciative. Yes. Yeah, because it's a little frustrating for me that I can't really see you all to give you, personal corrections. But, Jack.
It seems that in the past, like at the time of Diaghilev and the Belarus, turns were more often done in sort of group than they are now, and that it's nice to be able to kind of re-experience that because it can be very expressive. I mean, the passés don't have to be way, way, way up.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactamo. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Paula?
I've been working really hard this week, so this was my first back in a week. It felt like shit, but I tried it. And it's really hard in the kitchen. Like if I was to put this on and you would see sometimes my upper body and maybe not because it's the kitchen and it's a galley.
Oh God.
So.
Can you go outside?
No. No, it's all concrete.
Your garden is not set up for a little wooden platform made by your handy husband?
I should get him on that. The termites like them though. But yeah, happy Mother's Day to you guys, and thanks for posting with your mom's picture on Facebook.
Isn't that a nice one? That was taken Fisherman's Wharf Pier in San Francisco in 1971, which was her first trip to San Francisco. She had always wanted to go as a little girl.
Yeah.
So happy that trip. We went up and down the hills all day long. Rode the cable cars.
So good to see. Like, super good to see.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I loved her jacket. It was very stylish.
Yes.
Wasn't it? It's still stylish.
Faux fur on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. But it's going to be a strange Mother's Day for families that are separated and can't get together physically. Oh, it's going to be so weird for people that are used to taking their moms out, let's say, to a restaurant.
Yeah, Zoom only goes so far for connecting.
Yeah, really. I know this coming Tuesday is Hugh Murphy's birthday.
Oh, goodness, say hi.
They live, around the corner from us. And so we're going to do maybe a 6 foot apart picnic outside.
Oh,
They're
good.
gonna bring their own stuff. We'll have our own stuff.
Great idea.
Yeah. Really
That'll be fun.
miss seeing people in the flesh. It's just
Yeah. Although I gotta say, being able to do your classes is just such a gift from COVID-19. So
like I
thank
tell Andra, we made lemonade from the lemons.
Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, what a gift. And everything you say, including that turn and the little clue to go to second and pull in, it's like, oh, that helped. So all the,
Dad for that. He always said that.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
I hear his voice in my head a lot, but not that one. So now your voice is in my head for that one.
That's great. Well, you know, even when all this madness is over and things open up again and there are real live classes again and we go into the city at least twice a week, if not more, I would like to keep some semblance of this continuing so that people who are not in New York City can be with us.
That would be amazing. Yay.
People who are in New York City, but, you know, are free and bring that.
That would be amazing.
We'll figure out days and times in the future.
Yeah.
Make it work for most people. Whew.
Really.
Yeah.
Hey, Ernie.
Yes, love.
I just finished lunch, so I'm back on video. I didn't want to laugh. I have a boring shoe question. I never wear shoes because I have really, really wide feet and I have bunions and bunionettes. And I just feel like it just hurts so much to wear shoes.
How?
Yeah. I just don't, like even in regular shoes, I can only wear like extra wide.
Yes.
They're just like.
Yeah, Andra and I have very wide fronts of the feet. Our heels, well, my heel is very narrow. Hers is semi-narrow, but we both have like, you know, our toes. We have toes. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they're just.
And we always have to get the double and triple wide shoes. And when it comes to the ballet slippers in the leather, what we used to do was we used to get the widest we possibly could and soak them in alcohol and put shoe stretchers in them
Okay.
for a few days. And then we'd still soak them in alcohol and walk around in them for another few days and then finally dance in them. And
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
So you
something
found
you
some
might
that work.
try. You might want to try it. Just because working in the shoes, it would be leather, working in the shoes, you get so much more benefit technically in this work.
That's what I hear, and I just.
Yeah,
So,
I know. It's a problem when people have foot problems in shoes.
so what company makes these?
I will send out, I was going to say an ass me mail, a mass.
Okay.
Mass email with the link to the shoe. So, yes. Yes, I discovered them in Switzerland, in Basel. They're a company called Merlet, M-E-R-L-E-T, and the full sole leather style is called the Eclat, E-C-L-A-T. I'll give you all that information. And you order them and they mail them to you. Yeah, every time I go to Basel, I stop into the dance shop and I buy about 10 pair of each color and bring them home. Yeah, and they're in European sizes. I'm a 6.5 street shoe, so I'm about a 35, 36 European. But I think they have a size chart on the website. Yeah, and they have them in narrow, regular, and wide. And they
Are you
have
planning to come to Basel?
in black.
Ernesta, are you planning to come to Basel?
Yes, we are planning to come to Basel as soon as we can get on a plane that flies there.
Ah, cool.
We're in touch with Dorothy all the time, and we can't wait.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we love Basel. Oh, that is such a cool city.
Yeah, we are even having a real ballet class next week.
Really?
Yeah, not with Dorothy, but with my other teacher. I don't know whether you know Kendra Walsh. So we are having a class like just simply 4 people. The big studio, and we are really looking forward.
Will you have to wear your mask?
No. It's just like everybody gets one bar each, and we are not allowed to use the changing rooms, simply the toilets, and we have to come in our training
Ready
stuff
to go.
and leave like that. So
Cool. Well, that's
I'm looking forward, but I will still keep sticking to you because I learned
good.
so much. It was really beneficial, and I was so happy that Dorothy sent me the link, and
Yes.
I really learned a lot.
Good. Yes. Well, we can't wait.
Especially today with the turning and the head spot, I really,
Mhm.
even though I'm also bothered by the kitchen,
Right. Yeah.
or I'm always scared to bang against something, but
I
it was
know.
really helpful.
You have to have a padded kitchen. You have to have all these pads around, like a padded cell, bounce off the walls. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So guys, anything else? Anybody see any good movies lately? Read any good books? No?
I watched a series called Beecham House on PBS. It was really good. It's about the English in India in the late 1800s, and it's got beautiful architecture. PBS has really great shows.
Yeah, they do.
I love them. And now I started watching Jewel and the Crown, which I think is from the 80s or something, and it's really pretty.
Well, we never miss Jeopardy. And I like Wheel of Fortune too. That's when she takes her shower.
We should have a game night.
Awesome. Awesome. We could do charades.
Oh, I love charades.
What do you got there, Margot? Last days of summer. Let me unmute you so you can talk to us. Talk to us, Margot.
There.
Yes, Last Days of
Last
Summer.
Days of Summer by Steve Kruger. Somebody just gave it to me. It's really fun.
Oh, cool.
It's like New York and Brooklyn in the 40s.
Whoa.
And it's a famous baseball player and a bar mitzvah boy.
Oh my God, how fun.
Letters. It's in letters. It's really funny. If you can get hold of it, I
Yeah, I'll look at Amazon or just get
Yes, Last Days of Summer.
Okay, cool.
Kruger. Highly recommended for entertainment.
And did it bring you back to New York in the 40s?
Well, absolutely. And of course, I was not a Dodgers fan, but that was okay.
I was.
You were, okay. I kept thinking of Marcella.
Yes, because actually coming from Brooklyn, living in Brooklyn with my grandparents, my grandfather was a big,
did something until we got it.
and he,
Somebody's talking.
yeah, my grandfather was a big baseball fan in Brooklyn, so he was.
Oh, well, this is perfect. This is baseball and
a Dodgers fan, but his sister, our Aunt Ida, our great Aunt Ida, lived up in the Bronx, so she was a Yankees fan. So we had this thing, Yankees and Dodgers. It was.
That's right. I was a Yankees fan. I was.
Okay, so you were with Aunt Ida.
Yeah, I was with Aunt Ida. So I recommend this book. You'll all laugh. Everybody will laugh.
That's cool. All right, thank you, Margaret.
Yeah, and it's very easy reading. It's just like these letters in New Yorkese.
Oh, great.
In Brooklynese. It's very funny. Okay, that's my recommendation for
Okay, sweetheart.
quarantine. Yeah.
Mango.
Thank you so much.
Mango, and when this is all over, Andra and I are descending upon you in Vegas.
I just have one thing to say. You're better. You better do it.
You better come over.
You better do it. You better come over.
You better come over.
Yeah, you come over because I'm waiting for you, kids.
Okay, ain't no problem with that. We're coming over.
Right, you better come over. I'm so glad I moved over here. This is
I bet you are.
Perfect. Perfect.
Henderson, nice.
Yeah, you've been here. You were here way back.
I bought the house with you.
That's right. Exactly.
And made sure you sprung your living room floor.
That's right. That's right. And I don't have my bar anymore, but I have the piano to hold on to.
Well, when we come, I'll put up the bar for you again.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I look forward to your visit and I look forward to being able to travel again.
Right? A lot of people are going stir crazy with not being able to just get on a plane and go somewhere.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your classes. You know, you keep life sane and give us purpose. Poipus.
Shall continue, onward and upward.
And Andra
Okay,
too.
tomorrow. So tomorrow, see everyone tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, yeah, hopefully. You all take care, you all eat, sleep, think good thoughts, okay? And keep dancing.
And stay safe.
Okay,
Everybody.
Bye, guys, love you.
Bye.